Hotep, good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels. Today I'm going to be asking you guys a question. Who told you that? Who told you that you were less than? Who told you that you were too short? Who told you that you were too tall? Who told you that you were too ugly? Who told you that you were too dark? Who told you that you were too light? Who told you that your eyes looked funny? Who told you that your teeth were crooked? Who told you that? Who told you the things that you know about yourself or the things that you believe about yourself that causes your insecurities? Who told you that, family? I'm going to tell you guys a story. There was once a man and a woman. This man and woman, they lived in paradise. This paradise was a garden. So you had two people, a man and a woman. They lived inside of a garden. This garden was paradise. They had everything that they wanted. Anything that they wanted to eat, they had available for them to eat. They did not get sick. They did not get hurt. They did not feel pain. They did not feel sorrow. They did not feel any negative emotions. Follow the story, family. Two people, man and a woman, living in a garden, living in paradise, perfect conditions, got anything that they want. And then one day someone came to them and convinced them to do something that they should not do. Once they did that which they should not do, which they were convinced to do by someone else who was not the man and the woman living in the perfect conditions, someone came, right, and interrupted them living in their perfect conditions and convinced them to do something that they should not do. After they did it, their eyes were open and they realized that they were naked. You see, in this perfect state, they were already naked, but they were not ashamed. After they did that which they should not do, and they encountered the individual who came from the outside to inside of their peace, they realized that they were naked and they were ashamed. Then a couple of days go by. God comes into the garden. He's walking through the garden. The man and the woman knows that God is coming and they go and hide themselves. When God realized they hiding themselves, God asked them a very important question. He says, why did you hide? The man says, we were naked, we were ashamed, so we hear from you. And God responds, who told you that you were naked? Now, they've been naked, but God said, who told you that you were naked? He asked them who told them that they were naked, asking who told them to be ashamed of their nakedness, who told them to be ashamed of their condition, who told them to be ashamed of how that very same God created them. Now, extract something from the story. You don't have to believe it, but extract something from the story. Who told you that you were ugly? Who told you that you were short? Who told you that you were too tall? Who told you that you were skinny? Who told you that you were fat? Who told you that you were stupid? Who told you that you were incompetent? Who told you that you couldn't count? Who told you that you couldn't read? Who told you that you couldn't be a writer? Who told you that you couldn't be the manager? Who told you you don't deserve the promotion? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you these things about yourself that you believe? Who told you? In the scenario, in the story, it was someone that came from the outside. A lot of times, think back, family, think back in your life, even if you have to go all the way back to the moment of conception, even if you have to go all the way back to the moment of your birth, even if you have to go all the way back to your 5th birthday, there was a time you didn't believe this about yourself. You didn't believe these negative emotions about yourself when you came to earth, when you came to planet earth as a baby, as a child. You were just doing that which you were on planet earth to do. You were just in the garden, in the paradise, and eventually someone came to you and convinced you to do things and think things that you did not do and think on your own. And when these foreign thoughts got into your head, you began to be ashamed of your nakedness. You began to be ashamed of your level of intelligence. You began to be ashamed of your height, ashamed of your color, ashamed of your nose, ashamed of your teeth, ashamed of your eyes, ashamed of your head, ashamed of your hair, ashamed of your feet. Oh, I wish my feet was bigger. Oh, I wish my feet was smaller. Oh, I wish my calves was bigger. Oh, I wish my calves was smaller. Oh, I wish I had bigger hands. Who told you that? Throw it all out. Once you realize that it came from an outside source, you get rid of it, because that is what took you out of paradise. You're amazing. You're awesome. You're great. You're going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it. I love you guys.